Welcome to day 10 of your Kick Your Asana challenge. I'm so excited to be here with you today. We're going to conclude our series with a class focused on balance. So largely balance from the standing on the feet, but also some arm balances are going to be optional in there. So begin your class standing today. Just come straight to a mountain pose, standing tall. Bring the feet about hip distance to start. Turn your palms to open, thumbs out. Broaden through the collarbones and soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Crown of the head moves upwards. And start to focus in on a supportive breath, maybe Ujjayi breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. And start to find your balance by rocking the weight forward towards the toes, back towards the heels, maybe lifting the toes as you do so. Just a couple more times forward and back. And then same thing, just shift the weight left to right, right to left. Just kind of easing into your balance, easing into your body here. And then firm up through the thigh bones. So you're lifting the quadriceps up towards the femur bones. Draw the tailbone straight down rather than tucking. Root down through the four corners of the feet. So one at the big toe ball, one at the pinky ball of the foot, and two at the base of the heel. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. And just start to lift and lower the heels if you are able to, keeping the legs straight. Good. We'll do about 5 more. 5, 4, look down. 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up, stretch. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the heart center. And then go ahead and come towards the top of your mat if you're not already there. Bring the big toes together to touch this time for Tadasana. And as you inhale, down into your chair pose. See if you can just touch the middle fingertips onto the earth first to get your hips nice and low. Send the weight back into the hips. We'll take some inhales and exhales here. As you inhale, lengthen, broaden through the collarbones. On the exhale, spears pose. So the arms go back alongside your waist. And you might even be able to lift the heels. Good. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, skier. Bring the weight forward. Chest roughly parallel to the mat. Almost like you can touch your wrist to your thighs. Maybe lift the heels. And we'll just do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale fully. Lift the arms. Exhale. Draw the ribs towards the front thighs. Lift the heels if you can. And last round. Inhale. Good work. Exhale. Shoulders start drawing back a little bit more. See if you can lower even more into your chair pose. And then straighten the thighs. Inhale. Drop the heels. Reach the arms up. Stretch. Exhale. Right into our forward fold. Halfway lift, hands to your shins. Plant the palms shoulder distance. Walk your feet back about a foot. Bring the big toes together if they're not there. Lift the heels. And try to crevice the knees up to the upper arm, even the armpit area. Good. So you'll stay here. You'll start to lean forward, and maybe 1 or 2 feet will lift for our Bakasana or crow pose. Breathe, round the back, pull belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can step back or shoot the legs back for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. Find the breath. Walk out the knees. Shake out the head and neck. Good. And for a moment, come onto the knees. Bring your right forearm down. Elbow and shoulder are in a straight line, so like a dolphin. The left hand, as best you can, will be straight out from your right elbow. So you'll place your palm down, trying to spiral the elbow in like you do with a chaturanga. And go ahead and lift the knees up when you're ready. So you're in this kind of funky dolphin position. Good. Find your breath. And if you can, you'll start to lift the right leg to the sky. Maybe walk your left hand back a bit so you now have that more 90-degree angle in the hand. And you can start to bring the left foot with little hops closer to the left hand. Good, inhale fully. And then hop it back to that first position. Bring the left hand next to the right. See if you can lift both. See the right elbow up. Inhale fully. And then exhale. We'll step the right foot through to a high lunge position. Draw that right hip in and back. Start to come onto the the middle fingers of the hands. And then as you inhale, maybe reach the arms up, high lunge. Always a good balance. Good. Find the breath. Option always to bend the back knee a bit, especially these quick classes. You might not feel super warm yet. Find your breath. We'll inhale here. As you exhale, reach the arms forward and back and start to straighten the front knee. Kind of like you're going into pyramid pose. Inhale, bend the front knee, reach the arms up. Exhale, straighten the front leg as you reach the arms back. One more time, inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale back to your high lunge position. And on your exhale, interlace your hands behind your back if you're able to. Press the palms together, draw the heart to open, maybe look up. And we'll try humble warrior with the back heel lifted. So you're rounding through the upper back, just like you did in crow. Trying to lift high into the ball of the left foot, shoulders away from the ears. Trying even to hug that right hip into the midline. One more breath. Good, and then release your hands down towards the front edge of the mat. Walk your right foot to the middle of the mat. And start to lift into a supported warrior 3. Micro bend through the right knee. Look back to your left heel. Flex or point the toes. And the heel eventually will come in line with the hips. So see if you can come right up into warrior 3 from there. Not easy. Good. Maybe take airplane wings for a moment. Arms out wide. Inhale. As you exhale, bring hands back to heart center. And bring the left knee all the way up to the chest so you're still standing on that right leg. Catch your breath. Inhale. And then as you exhale, start to bend both knees. Bring in the left thigh over the right. We're going towards eagle, Garudasana. If you can comfortably bring left foot behind the right calf, you could do that as well, keeping the hips squaring forward. Good. And the left leg is over, so we'll inhale the arms out and bring the left arm underneath the right as you exhale. Maybe taking a full bind or a bear hug here. If you have the bind for this one, let's pick up the heart a little bit and sink the hips too, like a chair pose. One more breath. Unwind the arms, straighten the right leg, bring that left knee back up. And we'll come right to dancer pose. For this one, we'll take the left hand to the outside of the left foot. Bring the left knee alongside right, inhale. And then exhale, stay there or kick the leg back as you take your chest forward. Find your breath. Good. Back through a warrior 3, right to our lunge position. Inhale, stretch the arms up high. And exhale, bring your hands down. Downward dog with the right leg in extension. So you'll take a break in your down dog, or you can walk your hands a bit closer to your foot and just work some hops to kind of like a split position without the intention of staying, just getting more comfortable, perhaps staying on your hands. Also working the heart rate up a little bit. Let's do one more. Feet come down, knees wide, and take a break between sides. And child's pose. Good job. Catch the breath. 2 or 3 more breaths here. Good. Looking towards your hands. Come to all fours. Just readjust so your knees are back underneath your hips or slightly behind the hips. We'll come into that funky dolphin pose. So on this side, you'll take the left forearm down. Right hand comes straight in line with the elbow to start, hugging the right elbow in, tuck the toes under, inhale. And as you exhale, press into your downward dog variation. If you can't easily do this, then you might try down dog or dolphin as an alternative. Find your breath. Maybe walking the right hand back a little bit more. Maybe start to lift the left leg high. And then you can bounce that right foot a little closer in. Eventually you can balance in this posture. I'm not feeling it today, so I'm going to stay here working the strength in the arms and a nice stretch through the legs. Jump your right foot back. Option to come down first or bring your right hand to back to down dog position. Lift the left elbow, inhale, stretch that left leg, and we'll exhale. Come to a high plank, a high lunge once again. So set yourself up nicely. Feet slightly apart in width so you have more balance there. Come onto the fingertips, bend that left knee deeply, and as you're ready, rise up. High lunge position, Ashtachandrasana. Soft shoulders, soft gaze. Try to come high into the ball of the back foot as you hug that left hip in. Good, we'll inhale here. And just like we did earlier, exhale, straighten the front knee as you reach the arms forward and then back behind you, kind of like airplane wings. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, straighten the leg. Extend your chest forward, arms back. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to reach. Exhale. Taking that modified pyramid. And then inhale, come back to your high lunge position. As you exhale, take your hands behind your back. Try to interlace in a neutral way to lift the chest. Then come into your humble warrior. If you can, keep the back heel up. If not, you can always bring the heel down. Drop the head inside of the left leg. Hug that left hip back. Try to relax the neck, the jaw, and stretch the shoulders upwards away from the ears. One more breath here. Let the hands come down towards the front of the mat. Bring that left foot a little bit more to the middle of the mat if you need to. And come into a supportive warrior 3. This time with the right leg back. We're standing on the left foot. Find your breath. Micro bend that left knee. And maybe you can bring the hands to the heart center. Good. So really working to find stability through that left foot, but also work that right leg, inner thigh lifting. Maybe airplane for a moment here. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Stand all the way up. Bring the right knee into the chest. Soft gaze. With your next exhale, start to bend the left knee and place the right thigh on top of the left thigh. Garudasana, maybe taking right foot behind the left calf. We'll sit a bit lower. And then if you'd like to add the arms, inhale, arms out. Right arm wraps underneath the left on the exhale, full eagle. So trying to, for this one, keep a pretty straight back as you descend the hips. Soften the gaze. Breathe. One more breath. Unwind. Come back to that stork pose on your inhale. You can even reach the arms up, right knee up. And exhale. Start to kick the right knee alongside the left. Hold the outer edge of right foot with your right hand. Still squeezing these to the midline. And you'll add the back bend if you feel ready, starting to kick the foot back. Some days I like to hold the ankle rather than the foot. Feels more stable, put some more legs into it. One more breath here. And bend the front leg, come back to lunge, inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, hands come to the mat. Swing the left leg high to the sky. And once again, rest here. Or you'll walk your hands in slightly and just play with the idea of sending weight to your hands. So as you can see, not too concerned with staying up in a handstand. But if you get it, that's fine. You can hover, linger there. Remember, child's pose is also a great thing to do. And if you get it, maybe you take a moment to stay up. One more pick up if you'd like. And when you're ready, come onto the knees. Sit back onto your shins here. Now you can clasp your hands behind you for a moment. Interlace. Lift the chest. And hands to heart center. So a moment to kind of conclude your challenge with an inversion of your choice. You might choose headstand, shoulder stand, legs up the wall is great, and dolphin, perhaps to going to Pinchamayurasana, dolphin handstand is a good idea. Of course, a handstand or some handstand hops is great. I'll walk you through headstand today, basket headstand, which I think is the kind of safest choice. But if you know tripod and you feel comfortable doing that, that's fine. So you'll bring your hands and your elbows down, interlace the fingertips, and really get that firm grounding both into the elbows and the forearms and the outside of the fingertips. So from here, you'll essentially come to a downward facing dog position. Bring the knees together for this. Press hips up and back. And you might just stay here. That's going well. You can walk a bit closer. All right? Let the crown of the head come down if you're taking the headstand. Walk even closer. Make sure a lot of weight is into your forearms. And if you can, you'll pipe the legs up. And the goal is to get as little weight on the head as possible. Right? So you want to really press forearms down, almost like you could lift your head off of the mat. Draw navel in, squeeze the inner thigh, tuck the tailbone up towards your heels, and find your breath. Come down at any point, take a child's pose. To counter this, if you're in your shoulder stand and you know it well, you know you can go to plow pose and then gently come out. Keeping here as long as you wish. You can start to L the legs, really working the core here. Shoot the butt slightly forward. The shoulders away from the ears. And then really slowly drop the chin down. Lift the head up, step down. Lean up in child's pose. So option to wrap arms around towards the feet. Crown of the head comes down. I very much enjoy a rabbit pose after headstand. If you think you might like that, you'll start to keep your hands at your heels in child's pose. Maybe stay there. Or you can start to lift your hips And if that feels good, even interlacing the hands, stretching the hands up and over for a moment, chin softly to the chest. And exhale, hips back, hands forward. Let's all inhale to just a comfortable seat the way we started before class. Take your chin up to the sky, chin to the chest, roll right ear to right shoulder, maybe even support it with the right hand. Roll left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest, and back up again. So thank you so much for joining me in this very challenging set of classes. I hope that you'll return and use them to your benefit, so you could go back to class 1 and do 1 through 10 again and just mark your progress. You can pick and choose classes that you enjoy the most or feel that are the most challenging for you. And it's been a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you soon. Namaste.